What's up, everybody? This is Jay. Welcome to the Game of Thrones recap. I got a few messages coming in, people talking about it, messaging me. But yeah, this definitely was probably one of the best episodes of action TV I ever saw. I mean, it was suspenseful. Um, it had everything that you would look for. The fights, it wasn't so obvious how they were gonna die and who died, and some people didn't die, and some people they went out like a soldier. It was pretty good. Brienne and Jamie, they still stayed standing to the end, fighting. That was pretty good. Um, Arya, oh man, she's a straight G gangster. I love Arya, and man, it was just great. Man, the show. I'm waiting for some more people to get in before I start to lay out too much. But man, the show was perfect. They really did a great job. It's sad to see that the show is coming to an end, but they sure are going out with a bang. And they made it a little longer. It's perfect. And man, what was some of y'all favorite parts? What did you all think was a shocker? And what did you guys think, was pretty good? Joyce, I knew she had that knife to kill that fool. Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh? When she jumped and he grabbed her choke about to choke slam her like the Undertaker, I was worried. Me and JJ was like, no, not Arya. And then she dropped the knife and then caught it and stabbed. Man, she hit him with the double whammy. That was great. Um, you did better than me. I didn't know she was gonna do that. I thought she was a goner. JJ, you thought she was gonna do that?
No, I didn't know what he was gonna do.
Nah, I didn't think so too. Yeah. Yeah, man, this show is excellent. I don't know how to explain it. They did a great job. Arya's your girl. I told you last week she would do that. Well, she definitely pulled it off. The show, the show was just excellent. Jon Snow, me and JJ thought was gonna be the one to save the day, and and man, he couldn't get past that dragon. Um, it was great though. I thought that dragon was dead at first when they were fighting in the air, and his dragon bit a piece of his neck off like the Walking Dead, but he ended up still surviving. Had fire coming out of his neck and his mouth, but John, he couldn't get past it. But Arya, man, she saved the day. The Hound is still alive too, huh? Yeah, so I thought the Hound might have died. And yeah, it's gonna be great. Now they gotta fight Cersei. They don't even have an army left hardly. The Unsullied, they just got wiped out real quick. I mean, that was stupid to go charging in the dark against them. Uh Man, I don't know what the hell kind of strategy that was. They just got wiped out so fast. Man. They just ran in there. Next thing you know, they was gone. All you saw was their lights going out. I said, Sully wiped out, man. That was stupid. Elena Camp, where is Ghost? I hope he is alive. Huh? The Dothraki? That's what I said, ain't it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. JJ corrected me. I said Unsully. I'm trying to do too much. But yeah. The Unsullied. Yeah. The Dothraki, I mean. But yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah, definitely. This is gonna be a good show, man. I mean, it already is. I just hate that it's going out, man. I really do, but at least they going out with a bang. How are they gonna beat the Cersei with what they have left? They barely got anything left. That's the problem.
Dragons.
1.5 dragons.
Well, it's 2.
I guess it's still 2. Theon, he went out like a soldier. He tried. Remember Little Mama Mormont? She took out the giant. Her little self, the smallest one, took out the biggest one.
Yeah.
But he knocked her ass and bow when he came through the door. I'm like, oh, she gone. She still was hanging on. And she ended up poking him in the eye. That was tripped out. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Who knows? Maybe I heard a theory that maybe the think that Bravo is going to turn against Cersei.
JJ say he think the Iron Bank may turn against Cersei. I don't know how that can happen though because she paid off the debt.
But
So
that was the thing. See, Tywin didn't pay off the debts because he knew that as long as he didn't pay off the debts, they would keep funding him because he was too much of a cause to just let go.
Right.
If they let him die, they would never get their money back.
So now they figure they don't need her because they got all the money back.
Exactly. So
well,
and it's a bigger investment to fund the people with dragons. You can go win.
Yeah, they got the dragons. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. They got all those soldiers. They got the walls. They barely have any troops left though. The Unsullied.
The girl from Dorne, I don't know. Maybe she get. I don't know. She's still captain there.
From Dorne. Who?
You know the girl they left in the dungeon.
The people from in the dungeon. That
was the allies, but I don't think they still got the Ironborn
the Ironborn got wiped out trying to protect what you call it.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. They didn't capture all of the Reach too. They only captured Highgarden, so who knows about that? I don't know what they could do to be honest.
They got the Ironborn and they went back to the what you call it? Yeah. To the Iron Islands. But it'll be interesting to see how they pull this off. As far as what I thought Grey Worm was gonna die. Grey Worm didn't die. He pulled it off.
Most people didn't die.
Yeah, most people didn't die. A lot of people in the crypts did die. That was tripped out when he made the
what's her name?
The bones come back.
What's her name? That girl died. Gilly.
Yeah, Gilly did die.
What about Little Sam?
Gilly died, so now it's Little Sam. Sam, old fat self, was sitting there crying on the pile of bodies. That pissed me off. He should have went in the dungeon like they said, and Ed died trying to protect him. Yeah.
Jon Snow probably would have died, but he didn't save him. Yeah.
Jon Snow saw everybody in trouble. He like, I gotta get to Bran.
Yeah.
And so he didn't try to risk his life to save anybody when it came down to it, because he was focused on the mission. But
he's still gonna make it with that dragon.
Right.
I don't know why he would just try to sit there and let it burn him up like that. He could have tried to, when he should, like,
right.
Yeah, he should have tried to kill her or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. As far as Jon and Daenerys, they had a good little dragon battle when they were both flying the dragons. Then they was attacking the Night King. I thought they would have fell off or something would have happened, between that a lot sooner than it did. They actually lasted a lot, a lot longer in that battle than I thought. They made it go on for a while, instead of just killing people quickly. The only quick deaths was the Dothraki.
Yeah, they died instantly.
Yeah, other than that, everybody, but they was a bunch of no names, so they got rid of them. But yeah, Melisandre, she finally took off her little chain, you know what I'm saying? Her Rockefeller chain, and she turned into an old lady and withered away and died. So I guess the Lord of Light's magic has been keeping her alive. She used her last little powers to light up the trenches. That zombie almost got her. She still stayed strong to the end though. She believed. But yeah, it'd be crazy to see how she gonna be able to. Well, she gone, so. And it was about to make me mad anyway how the Onion Knight was like ready to try to execute her. Like, man, we got bigger and better things to do than be worried about her right now. What are you doing? You try to execute the Onion Knight. Onion Knight trying to execute Melisandre. Man, what is the most surprising thing that you all saw that episode? What do you think was the most shocking thing or the most unexpected thing?
I was scared when Daenerys off the dragon.
JJ say he was worried when Daenerys fell off the dragon. That was tripped out. I thought Jon was going to die when he got surrounded by the Night King, and the Night King raised up all the troops. I'm like, oh, man, heck no. Y'all can't let Jon go out like that. This you can't end the show like that. I know they said it was bittersweet, but you can't take out Jon Blaze. And so when he was able to get out of that situation, I was a little happier. She came and saved him. You know what did make me mad though? When the dragon, she just kept sitting there and letting all those damn whites jump on them and stab them.
She flew up.
Yeah, she should have flew up, flicked the wrists off of them, get up off me. You know what I'm saying? She should have did something instead of just sitting there looking. He could have been using his tail to swat him, like, you know what I'm saying, a fly swatter or something.
He could have just flew up and burned them all.
Man. He let too many of them jump on him and stab him up. And when he jumped up and left, it was like he was covered with ants or something at the picnic. I don't know what he was doing. So, it was good to see that at least he was able to fly away. Flatliners, that didn't make no sense. Yeah, that didn't make any sense, man. That was something extra written into the storyline for make it dramatic. Because why would he just sit there and let them do that? He had better options to do than just sit there and get poked up. Pokemon Dragon. But, so I think he might be damn near dead. That was Drogon, too. He the most powerful and the biggest. So he probably may be okay. But did he get his belly scratched up? Or that was Jon?
I don't know.
Jon's dragon got the belly scratch. Turned into a belly dancer.
Maybe it would be like the Hobbit where you gotta just have it in that point. You know, the
John
Hobbit.
JJ said it might be like the Hobbit where you gotta hit the dragon in that weak point. Nah, it ain't that difficult, but it would be good if it was. It would feel a little better.
I don't think it'd make a difference because I don't know what Cersei, if you hit him with that bolt, he'll still go through.
Right, and JJ just said if he attacks and Cersei hits him with the bolt, the scorpion, then that'll go right through and he'll be dead anyway. So we'll see. Flatliners, you say your stream ended with 20 minutes left. I almost ripped the TV off the wall. Did you see the rest? You want me to tell you what happened? I mean, it was really good. Damn, you missed the last 20 minutes? That sucks, bro. Arya, she's gangster, man. She was not playing. And the Hound, man, he pissed me off how he was chickening out again, man.
Yeah,
he too damn big and bad to keep chickening out and hiding whenever it's a little fire, a little barbecue going on. He ready to hide. Like, get your big ass out there and fight, man. Even Barrick almost died messing with him. Alright, I'll tell you, man. In the last 20 minutes, they basically, the White Walkers came through Winterfell. Did you see when the Night King raised up all the soldiers from Winterfell that died, and now they had new recruits? Well, they all rose up, and they came and fought inside of Winterfell. And so then, once they was inside of Winterfell, Arya and everybody was trying to run and escape. Once her and Beric died trying to save her and the Hound, and the Hound, yeah, you say he gonna save himself for the mountain. Yeah, he need to. And so once the Arya and the Hound, they pretty much had to hold up and get away. Now the Night King, he came inside of Winterfell. Once he was inside of Winterfell, he was pretty much killing everybody in sight, and they came into the God's Woods where Bran was, and his troops was killing everything, and Jon Snow was trying to get to Bran. Brienne was cornered. Jaime was cornered right next to her. I think, Pod, he's still alive too.
Basically everyone.
Broke legs. And so Jon couldn't make it because the dragon, the Night King's dragon, was still blowing that dragon breath everywhere, so he couldn't get through. And so while he was trying to get there, Theon was the last one left to protect Bran, and Bran was like, Theon, you're a good man. Thank you. And then that brought a little tear to Theon's eye. He know, damn, I'm good. All right, I redeemed myself. And then he went in charge to try to take the Night King out, but he basically blocked it and killed Theon. And so while Theon was laying there dying, he was standing there for a second getting ready to take out Bran, when all of a sudden Arya came jumping from out of nowhere about to stab him, and he caught her like the Big Show. With one hand, caught her like the Big Show. He was about to slap her like the Big Show, and he was choking her, choke slapping her, and she was losing life and everything. And she had that little dagger, that Valyrian steel dagger that Bran gave her, that was given to him through Littlefinger. And she dropped it, and when she dropped it, she caught it with her other hand and stabbed him in the gut. And when she killed him, since he was the leader, everybody died. It destroyed everything, because if you'd have killed one of the generals, then their troops would die. But since it was the Night King that was killed, everything was created after him. And so everything died. The dragon died, all the troops died, all the generals died, and she basically saved the day. It was really good cinematic experience. They did a hell of a job. Yeah, it was tight, boy. It was tight. And when she jumped to kill him and he caught her, he was squeezing. You could hear a couple crunches. I'm like, oh, man. He got her. You remember you heard the crunch? I'm like, oh, man, because I had the surround sound all the way up in this, boy. It sounded like we was at the movie theater up in here. And it was crunch, crispily, crackly crunch. And I'm like, oh, man, they got Arya, too. And she dropped her weapon, but then she caught it with the bottom hand and stabbed him in the gut, and it was over. All she wrote, "C'est la vie." And damn, that was good, man. It was really good. Yeah, Arya is the truth. She is the truth. And she was fighting good, man. You saw that part, how she was fighting and kicking ass. And the Hound was scared, and then he like, we're gonna lose. It's death. We can't beat death. And then Beric was like, tell her that. And she was on the roof fighting and running and everything. He like, damn. Next thing you know, he started running and fighting or whatever. It was really interesting. It was a damn good show. Damn good show. I really would have watched it again. I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to put it back on after this. Probably watch it about 4-5 more times tonight. I still got a couple videos to finish. I still got to do the Shy. I still got to release that video from Empire with their little wedding and stuff. And then I got to do this. But other than that, damn, that was a good show. Really good show. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Any other things that come to mind? Scale of 1 to 10, where do you all rank that episode? As far as against TV episodes or whatever, as far as battles. You know, damn, that was good. I'd give it about a 9. That Avengers Ultron was probably, I mean, not Ultron, Endgame was probably a 10. But this was damn near just as good, though. What you think, JJ?
I think it was just as good.
Yeah, it was just as good. And the whole episode was damn near a fight, except for like the first 10 minutes. You know? Flatliners, you say, now you understand why she got that weapon. Yeah, see, yeah, now it all come back full circle. You gotta wait for the stream tomorrow. Yeah, man, you gonna enjoy it. Definitely a 9.5. Yeah, I give it at least a 9 to a 9.5. It was damn good. It was just as good as Endgame, man. 2 different type of battles, but it was a massive battle on both ends. You know, one was more of a superhero type battle and special powers and vehicles and weapons, and the other was more of a, you know, Middle Ages type battle. But the cinematic experience was just as good. The detail, the action, keep you on the edge of your seat. You don't know who may do what, who may die next. Damn, it was good, man. It was really good. I still need to do my other video about the end game with some spoilers. I got too many videos to do back to back to back. I'll have to hire an assistant. JJ gonna help me on my news stories. But man, definitely a good show, man. They outdid themselves this time. They really did. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Yeah. Flatliners, you say, I think I'm going to buy the 4K DVD when it come out. Now, that will be good. Yeah, because I got a 4K TV. But, you know, AT&T does a stream in 4K. AT&T Uverse. I should get DirecTV. They have more 4K channels. I just don't like satellite, but it's going to be pretty good. It's getting kind of late, so I ain't going to keep people on here too long. It's already 11 o'clock where I'm at. So I ain't going to keep it rolling too much longer. But, man, it was definitely worth seeing if somebody hadn't seen the show. And if you did see it, then you know what I'm talking about. Damn, that was a good episode from start to finish. Action non-stop. Keep you guessing. I mean, what more could you want? People died. It wasn't so fake where all the good guys are going to win all the time. You didn't know who was going to fall. A couple people probably should have died, like Brienne and Jamie. They was cornered up against a wall for a long time, and somehow they survived. I don't know how. But other than that, it was excellent. Excellent show. Yeah. Anybody got any other questions or anything before we get out of here? If not, thanks, Flatliner. You have a good night too, brother. Hey, no problem with the update. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as me and JJ did. Man, they really did a good job, Game of Thrones writers. And even though this show is about to be over, I'm definitely looking forward to the prequels that they're going to bring out. They got another Game of Thrones show in the works. I think it's 2 more, maybe 3 more shows in the Game of Thrones universe. And when you have a show this successful, you know they're not going to let it go, just like Walking Dead. So with that being said, these next couple shows in the Game of Thrones universe, I definitely will be watching. It's just sad because we don't know who these people are and the characters, and we not attached, and we got to start all over. Just like when we started with these guys, we didn't know who they were, and then we began to love and hate them. Now we got to start all over, but that's the movie business, right? All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, and I'm out. Damn, Game of Thrones was something else,
huh?
They
confirmed that one of the new series, it's not going to be Robert Trevally.
It's not going to be what?
Robert Trevally.
Oh, yeah. I know. Flatliners, he said, do you think the prequel will ruin the integrity of the show? Like the prequel to Breaking Bad sucked. I never saw the prequel to Breaking Bad. Yeah, I didn't click off yet. He gave me a couple questions. But this is like overtime with Bill Maher right now. But I don't think the prequel will ruin the integrity of the show because they say they're gonna go a few hundred years in the future. Yeah, something like that. I forgot the exact details, but it's a few hundred years. So these people, so much stuff has happened then that we don't even know about. They can make up whatever they want to make up for a few hundred years in the future, and yeah, it could be a whole new show. They can make it go longer than how they made this to go. So that's actually smart to make it a few hundred years earlier, and that's what they said. So we'll see how it works out. In the end, thanks, brother. Everybody that stopped by, I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed this Game of Thrones live little quick recap, and I'll catch you next episode. Peace. This time I'm out.